Hey YouTube. So it's the last Friday in September, and I cut all these shingles yesterday. I nailed them up today. Put a nice 1x4 looking ridge vent on the top there. I think the shingles came out pretty nice. I like the way they came out. There's a number of ways to put shingles, these shingles on a roof. For one thing, you can put felt paper under every row, and it would help to keep it from leaking. I didn't do that, and I didn't do it because I wanted to do this the best way I could. That would be like the old-fashioned way, and I want to see how it holds up. That's what I'm interested in. I got a little bit of an overhang there with the shingles past the baseboard on each side, and a little bit of an overhang on the eaves on each side, and the rake. So all I need to do is figure out what kind of siding I want to put on here now. So it came out pretty good. What I did underneath, in case you're needing to know, what I started with was a 1x12 along the edge here. I nailed right on top of the rafters, and then I put 1x4s. They're every 8 inches on center to the peak, and that's what you nail to. You can get nailing at the front and the back with an 18-inch shingle, and none of the nails are showing. So looks like it's going to be pretty tight. I'm hoping so. I don't see why it wouldn't. There's two starter courses on each side, and then everything is overlapped, so it should be a good roof. I'm anxious to see how it works. It's supposed to rain today. Thank God it didn't rain while I was working on this. It ended up where I had to cut at the end 12 inches to get to the peak. I didn't use 18-inch pieces, so I had to cut a couple shingles 12 inches, and I ended up short 5 shingles. And if you think about it, this overhang here, a little bit of an overhang, isn't what I calculated, because the roof is actually 8 foot from truss to truss. So it's 8'2" on each, or 2 inches on each side gives me 8'4". So I didn't allow for that 4 inches when I did my calculating. So luckily I had that one piece of shingle blank left that had the crack in it, and I just got 5 shingles out of it, which finished up the roof. So I'm liking what I got there, especially like the ridge up there. I caulked between the boards and the roof, and between the two boards where they go together at the ridge. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wait for another hot day or two, and then when the shingles get good and dry on the top, on the face, I don't care about inside, I'm going to take and put some stain up there. I might use some kind of stain that's similar to the roof over here. It's like a bluish stain, the same brand I got for that thing, but I'm going to use blue for the roof, and then I'll paint the siding like the rest of the property has when I get to put it up. So anyway, there we are. Another job done. And the nice thing about it is I was able to do it with only the lumber from the property plus the sawmill. So I got to tell you that this woodmizer comes in handy for so many things. You know, it's one thing, like if you have a 2x12 like this, you can easily rip this with a hand saw. You know, not a manual saw, but an electric circular saw. You can easily rip this in 2x4s, but you cannot easily rip this down the middle. And with the bands, with the sawmill, I was able to take one of the 2x12s that I had, rip it down the middle, and make a whole bunch of those 1x4s that I put across underneath the, I don't know if they're purlins or not. I don't think they are called purlins. I gotta check out what the name of them is. But the thing is they came out of the 2x12. you never would have been able to cut them out of a 2x12 with a regular circular saw. So this is another reason why having this saw is just so handy, you know. Alright guys, well that's about it for now. I'm really done for the day. You can see it's pretty overcast in PA. The sun would be about there right now. It's all cloudy. So I gotta get cleaned up. This is about as bad as it gets around here. I got pieces of wood laying everywhere from throwing them off the roof from the shingles. So thanks for watching my channel, and have a good one. Bye.